Please, are we there? Money to me, then I have one. Get a year, I'm fire. Oh, your machine is different. Sorry. What's it? I don't know. Oh, yeah, sorry. Black and white TV. Are you sure that's the color you want to go for? Please choose a nice color. Let's have the new answer. Okay, now we'll put some here. In case you are choose whitish brown. And see what happens. You want the black. So choose another. Madam, yellow. So my background is yellow. Are we going to yellow it? Yellow and white. It's okay. What's up with you? Where are we? Are we here? Okay. Now let me give you a clue here. More pictures now. You woman. Colors what sometimes you can choose the color from the person's attire. Hello. Maybe a color is nearby 4. There is something when you read more on colors, okay, which I know you will go and read because serious candidates. There is something called the dominant color, which is say obisha attire and I say anything with colors. You'll be the one dominating. When you don't have an idea about the color to use, you can choose from the dominant color. The color that is dominating, but also make sure that it matches. It matches especially the skin tones of the person. But what we need this one be open it a little bit bigger, a little bit. So you see, this is just a solid background. A blue, white, white. I get it. Nice. So you pick your color from the side. The machine is not responding. Are we there? We are there. There into be. Oh, there into be. You are not there. Who is not there? Okay. Can we continue? Yeah, it was so. It was so. Now, this background looks plain, simple. We want to add something to it. With the flyers that we presented, flyers now will be submitting again. For instance, the first one that, as of Soludian and our city we're right? So let's quickly download an image of a city. We are going to use that as a blending mode to this background. So download a picture of city, any city. Whether we use Gavana or use city. Also, once you download it from the laptop, the Wi-Fi is there. Look at Wi-Fi. This is serious for this. Yeah. I like how the beginner position is very nice. 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 Which background is it? What kind of background? So let's download a background, city background. We buy or something. But then down, there is a city wall, blue wall. What's it out? That will shut it down. Hey, you are saying, oh, there is another popular town as well. Oh, my parents, the flower bridge. One after, you must take 30 minutes straight together. You must take 30 minutes. I over the number. Over the number. But I call. You download this itinerary. These are we done. Then choose any one of them. Any one. Oh, this is nice. That's the one that you choose will be telling the outcome of your background. So you said they do their very fast. This now. It's not somebody that killed one. You did mention. It's not somebody that killed a this is a part of gathering our resources and all. Is anytime we are searching for some of these things, you can add HD to it so that it gets high definition, like high quality. Is city backgrounds HD, so that the images that you will be getting will be high quality. All you understand? They give you like different versions, different qualities. HD. City images, HD. So that I get the HD versions. I don't really hear you. And one website which has many backgrounds for free. Okay, please, when you are dealing with images, I beg, put at the back of your mind that there is something called copyright. Okay, well, it's not about the image. I what's the flyer. Program in I already have a version. You used my logo, you used my this. The program is not coming. The person can sue you because logos, they are all some people's properties. What I say? In as much as you can just go to Google and download any image at all, let's think that, and now let's think about copyright. For backgrounds and things like this, you can go to your website called pexels.com. Pexels.com. Unsplash.com. And then see another website. Okay, so I'll list the rest, and put it in a group later. So we can focus on this one. Oh, sorry. Unsplash. Splash.com. They have high quality images, backgrounds, pictures of people. And for those websites, the moment you submit your picture over there, you've agreed that people can use it for free. It's when when you download the picture from Pencils or Unsplash, nobody can come and see that it is their property. Because OG2 will say you want people to use it for free. And I'll be for these are here we can also download pictures from that. Have you gotten the city background? You can send and download the video. I say. Are we done downloading? If you've downloaded yours, go back to your Photoshop and embed your background. Use place embedded to open your background in the current project now. So this project, okay, you are going to use place embedded. Maybe any downloading here. Make sure that the city background logo is right on top of the solid color. It is right on top of the solid color. This is our solid color. Into the background that we are bringing in, you have to make sure that it is right on top of the solid color. We didn't download it yesterday. The network is not that strong. Okay, so this one is have you been able to place your image? So you go to File, Place Embedded, and then you can bring in your background. Are we there? But you get me. No. If you bring it in and the image is small, you control T and you transform. Control plus T, and then you can transform. Is that there? You are not. My name is Roy. Sorry. This is. So now, please open your image to fill the background top okay, just like I've done mine. If your background is small like this, if it is smaller, Press Ctrl T and then open it up so that it can become something like this. Is are we there? I thought so. I think I'm not. Still a man. Oh, please download it. Are we there? Can we continue? And we. Why are you getting this? I have my phone. Any pictures? Maybe I'll ask it. I think I need pictures. And I'll go to go. No, brother, go online. Okay. And then double click. Please, are we on? Yeah, to ask. Okay. Now we realize that we've placed our image. Okay. I told you about blending. We've placed our image, but for some of you, the image is as a background instead of seeing Christ. So we want to blend it with the solid color that we created. Okay. How do we do that? We are going to do that with the use of what is known as blend modes. There are several, about 26 or 7 blend modes in Photoshop. There are about 27 blend modes in Photoshop. What may work for your picture may not work for mine. Until you go through them, you just go through them. They're very educational for you. Then you use. Okay. Where can we find this blend mode? You pick your cursor, you go up, layers in the top walker crab, you are going to see something that is normal. Okay? But you click on that and then you see a lot of them. So Osha has said, when I start moving, you will see that my background is changing. It is blending in with the color now is set here. Please, are you getting it? So when I come here, this is how it looks like. You see, this is very lighting. The blend mode is called lighting. So screen, color dodge. You see how it has created that transparency, like the flyer that we saw. There was a background and there was that transparent thing over there. So you go through all of them and see which works best for you. And then you choose that one. In my case, I'm going to choose something like the overlay. I think the overlay looks better for me. What the end you mama? I should go over. So whilst your city background is selected, the layer, you go to where it says normal. When you are starting out, you see normal. And then you can scroll through them and find the one that works for you. You want to create that transparency background. It has to blend with your background. I'm coming like Akai to come and check. Oh, nice. go up and then you see the soft like this. One thing we can do is, we can easily change our color if we see that the color that we chose is not working with the background or the blending in. Okay, so what you can do is you can double click on your, this is called a layer thumbnail. So this color, what you see over here, it is called a layer thumbnail. Okay, so you can double click on it and you will open the color picker, another color palette for you, and then you can change your color. And I can be doing this. I can even start from here and be going up like that. You see, and you can play around with the colors. That is the method that I was talking to you about, the try and error. Okay, which you see green, now I'm far my way. You keep going up like that. Color a better amount. See that this one is also nice. Okay, color a you keep better amount. Then you pick that one. Are we there? So this is a first picture of this man is from Julia Science that is contributing and transforming. You chocolate brown, say that brown. Whose fault? What? Oh, see, this one is also together. This one you have more with a sheet of it. Is having all there? Are we that? Who is having problems? Who is having problems? No problem. No problem. No problem. So your color is giving you. Please, wow, we are at the other end of our news and everything. I want to start, and I know what I say. Let's start. Why are you no? Very well done. Okay, sister. Please, the flyer design elements, how many are we having now? We have an image, a color, a background, right? I got the end of the day. Every flyer should have at least a title, a heading, that is the title, the heading, the event details, call to action, images, right? If you say about 3, I got them. We can add a title, right? It's me image, you remember the title there? I say, Baba. Innocent Baba. Oh. Keep watching, man. Hey, Baba in shop video, I know what him was in. Alright, so we are going to give this a title. Please share here. Share. You see that when I wanted to add a title on top, I had to push my image down a little. I went for my move tool, okay? I selected my image, and then I pushed it down a little. Please, do you get it? And maybe I saw the title, and I heading it, heading. Maybe I saw the heading it. Okay, now say picture na alpha hona. Either you transform it a little to make it smaller, or you can choose your move tool and then you can drag it down a little. No in your space, so that you can add your heading. Please, are we getting it? Depending on your layout, and so you might not necessarily add your heading on top. You can even place it. If I bring my picture here, I can decide to place my heading somewhere here. But I just want to make it very simple. That standard one now, heading, picture, title, event details. Simple. I hope you understand. Okay, so to add a title, we are going to choose the text tool. I chose all kind of tools now. I can want them. T for test. Simple. T for test. Indeed, the test tool is over here. But then
the shortcut is T. Okay, so you can choose your test tool, T over here, and then you can left click anywhere, maybe I'll PBR, and then you start typing. But make sure it is within the canvas, within the documents that we've created. Please, are we together? You're choosing your test tool, no? So let's left click. Before then, if you're top, I say, you choose move tool, no? You see the extra. Okay, you choose test tool now. These things that we see over here are the properties of every tool that we pick. Indeed, the properties for the move tool is different from the properties for the test tool. Are we together? Indeed, you choose test tool now. We are going to have properties like the font type. That is the font family. Whether it is going to be Times New Roman, Arial. Yes, you have more font. I don't know why I'm on your font. I'll open my visa. There is a font called Nancy, Perpetua. I remember the India who that. Oh. So the font type. Please, you pick here 18. So what I was explaining is on top here, you see that color picker. That is the one that we use to change the color. So to be on the safer side, most cases choose your color before you start typing. Because if you finish typing, you'd have to select all the text like we do in Microsoft Word. Text formatting. What did I say? Another formatting. Okay. So we are going to choose. Personally, I'll choose a color, say white. Please, are we together? We click OK, and then we can left click to create the text. Now, when you left click, it is going to give you what is known as a placeholder text. No. A left click. It is going to give you what is known as a placeholder. Okay, so you can just click here now, placeholder nearby now. You can edit it to your test. So let's say testing ministry presents what I say. I'm coming. Please, what is your ministry? Elijah Ministries. You can read it. Just you can read it.
It's all now see. Wow. It's running. Wow. I'm ready to go. Or say you go. You got some. You know you can. I know only you can. Can we move on? Oh, nice. This girl is going on holidays. But oh, come on, holidays.
We go do holidays or Dubai kaka. Please, can we continue? Now, remember this. Anytime you want to make any layer big or small, Control T. Okay, you've written your test. It is small. Okay. After you're done, you click done. You can press Control T, and then you can transform it to be bigger. And when you transform this, you can use the tick sign over here or enter. Or transform you now in your size now open now. You can just press on enter. Now it is done. And then you can go for your move tool, use it to reposition your test. Did you get it?
Where did you get your notes? This month. What's the is it why it is creating? Oh, there is another design on it. See how that is us. You see, pizza. Personally, the first one is Microsoft pizza. I used to this one. There's absolutely just a you can't see it. This is probably nice. Oh, and people are. I'm still out again. I don't know. Okay, no. It's not a mess. I think it's about it. It doesn't show me. Oh, sorry. We are sorry. Okay. Thank you. This are we there? Very, very, very. Oh, very good. So you want to add an external button. You need to put all people already done it. So you go online and search for a city background. Mr. Glory, where are you? Why not? Because of why? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. Also, you changed it. Please, yeah, sister. And yes, sir.